Many years ago, in a quiet countryside, there stood a small boarding school. The children who lived there stayed under the care of their teacher. Every morning they woke up early, tended the garden, collected firewood, cleaned their classrooms, and then sat down to learn. Life was simple, but filled with lessons and discipline. Among the students was a boy named Arif. Arif was cheerful and gentle, yet he struggled deeply with his studies. Reading letters, understanding words, and remembering lessons felt impossible for him. No matter how hard he tried, nothing stayed in his mind. The teacher noticed Arif's difficulties and tried patiently to help him. "Try again, Arif." Slowly, one letter at a time, the teacher would say, guiding his finger across the page. But Arif still became confused. Sometimes he grew frustrated, covering his face with his hands. His classmates noticed his struggles and began teasing him. "You're so slow," they laughed. "You'll never learn anything." Arif felt embarrassed and hurt. Every word they said felt heavy on his chest. Some days he wished he could disappear so no one would see his failures. Months passed. Arif watched his friends move to the next class while he remained where he was. His heart felt heavier each day, and he wondered if he would ever succeed. One evening, the teacher called him aside. "Arif," he said softly, "I have tried everything to help you. Maybe studying is not your strength. Perhaps it is time for you to go home." Arif's heart dropped. Maybe he's right, he thought sadly as he packed his things. With slow, tired steps, he began walking back to his village, feeling defeated. Tears filled his eyes. On the way, he stopped near the village. Well, there, he noticed deep grooves carved into the hard stone surrounding it. "Curious," he asked an elderly woman nearby. "How did these marks appear on such strong stones? Did someone carve them?" The woman smiled gently. "No, Arif, look at this rope," she said, pointing at the thin rope used to draw water. Every day, it rubs against the stone. Slowly, very slowly, over many years, the rope leaves these deep marks. The rope never stopped, and the stone never resisted. Arif stared at the rope and stone. A spark lit within him. If a soft rope can carve a hard stone through steady effort, he thought, then maybe I can learn too. If I don't give up. That night, Arif couldn't sleep. He made a decision he would not run away from his struggles. The next morning, Arif returned to the school. He woke earlier than everyone else and studied with all his heart. He still made mistakes. Sometimes he forgot letters, but he kept asking questions, practicing, and trying again. Days turned into weeks. Each morning, after completing his chores, Arif studied with the teacher. He wrote slowly but carefully. He repeated lessons until he understood them. Little by little, the world of letters began to open for him. He read one word, then a sentence, then a simple story. His classmates were amazed. The boy who once struggled more than anyone had become the most determined. Some began helping him. Others admired his spirit. Months passed, then years. Arif's hard work began to shine brightly. He learned to read and write well, remember lessons, and solve difficult problems. The boy who was once mocked became confident and respected. Eventually, Arif grew into a wise and knowledgeable young man. He wrote valuable books and shared his knowledge with many others. People traveled from faraway places to learn from him. Yet Arif never forgot the lesson of the rope and the stone. That patience, steady effort, and determination can overcome even the hardest obstacles.